chop it up. Reality speaks. It's the rock boss, SiegelCapone, DMA Films, the mayor of moguls. What's up? We back in here another week. Shout out to my boy, the king, Shambella. Make sure y'all check out Shamir Customs at IG. Cop y'all one of these dog-ass bully pieces that we be putting together, you know. It's been a long week, long trying week. As always, you know what I'm saying? Life has its ups and downs. Shout out to the cast of Finesse and the Empress models. We making gradual progress, you know, and I guess that's the best you can ask for and hope for in Detroit. Just trying to put it together, you know what I'm saying? So feeling real good, you know, about today. Just got a heavy heart on a lot of things I want to get into today. You know, hopefully the show don't go over, but I know I got some shit on my mind and some shit I need to get off my chest, you know. So y'all ride with me, and we gonna continue to make it happen, you know. And this is the 5th show. It's been crazy when you think like, damn, you've been doing this for 5 weeks already. As of right now, I'm still formulating the show and putting it together, so I ain't even put it out for people to just hear it and be impacted yet. But I was listening to them, and I'm just like, wow, keep working, God. What I need y'all to do with me right now is just go ahead and bow y'all heads. We gonna pray together for the first time on the show, you know. God is in my driver's seat. I'm just a passenger with my feet kicked back, and no matter where I get, when I open my eyes, I know I'm in the place where he wants me to be. So I'll let him lead everything, and he put it on my heart that we just gonna pray, you know. Heavenly Father, we come to you with open minds and open hearts. From the non-believers to those who have the Mount Rushmore when it comes to faith. We know that your favor is upon all of us, and you said every knee will bow and we all will witness your power. So just open our minds and our hearts so we can use that power to our benefit and believe in that power and that comfort and that protection and the true favor that you have over all of us, because we are children of you, and we know that when we try to lean on our own understanding, we'll never get the full understanding of why it's ordered the way that you see fit, and why we don't realize that having the choice to make the decisions we make sometimes lead to the things that we blame you for, that is definitely not your doing, and it's definitely not your order and your purpose of putting us here. So just continue to open our minds and our hearts so we can try to build this positive energy and this positive motivation where we can start bringing out the best versions of each other within each other. And we can build this community, get our economy rolling for real, and we can seek and obtain this financial freedom that I pray for over my business, over my film company, over the music, over the models, over everything that you bless me with, because as a strong king, I know that we supposed to treat these women better, and we are their protectors, their leaders. And just continue giving me the energy, the knowledge, and the will and the patience to work with these women and these ladies and lead them back to sophistication, back to being nurturers and loving spirits that can comfort us and know that it's okay to build us up, because we've been torn down so much and we do it so much to each other, and it's just pitiful and it's disgraceful how we've developed these double standards, and now women don't even want to ever take care of a man, and we've been taking care of them since day one, you know. But I know that you are the balance to life if we just reach out our hands and hold on to you, grasp to your heart, to your will, your way, and stop trying to do everything on our own and believing that we were brought in this world to be alone or to be unloved and not have joy. We need to sacrifice and be determined to live by your will. Seek first the kingdom of heaven, and all else will be added on to us. And I know that to be true, and I'm a walking, living testimony and proof. So just bless my words, bless this time that we come together, me and whoever else out there in the world that needs to hear this. May this message relate to them. And we gonna take a break and be back. Chop it up, reality speaks. Can we all say amen?
Let me get another cup, pour me up another drink, my nigga. My nigga, roll another blunt and get fucked up and never fall asleep, my nigga. My nigga, ride real high on cloud nine, leaning in the seats, my nigga. Got the 40 on my lap, skunk in the air, rolling still clean, my nigga. Yeah, nigga gone, I was smoking on a strong. Off a fifth of hand and a bottle of Patron. Fell in love with the weed like I caught a Love Jones. And it's food to my soul like I wrote the Nia Long. Push in a rap before a nigga hit the dough. Pearly white blunt, call that smoking on the ghost. Keep a bag full of trees and a pocket full of toes. If I got it, if you want it, you can get it for the low. From a nick to a gram, from a quarter to a bow. Shit to make a nigga straight pause cause he froze. Yeah, the weed so green when I'm pulling shit out and match the cars in the clothes. Jumping after with me, my nigga at the stove. Call my dog fresh, he said, well, we about to blow. I told him that John Legend, he gave me the fucking green light. Then the nigga said, fuck it, let's go. Yo.
My windows up in my rollie on. I'm fly as hell, but I'm high as fuck. Rolling up on cloud nine, cloud nine. My windows up in my rollie on. I'm fly as hell, but I'm high as fuck. Rolling up on cloud nine, cloud nine, cloud nine. You know I'm stuck on cloud nine, cloud nine. Let's roll one up on cloud nine, cloud nine. Let's blow one up on cloud nine, cloud nine. And get high as fuck.
Cloud nine, this grind time, don't waste the time, I'm trying to shine. Ride with my nigga, dead good music low, but it's still loud. He blowing down that new jack, but I don't blow though. I blow though. Cloud nine is my destination, it's my time, no reservation. Fresh bitch, I'm blessed bitch. First out like goldfish. Ice rich, no sprung wrist. Foreign shoes, no foreign bitch. Not lactose, I love the cheese. Give me Avion with my lemon sweet. I'm not pulling out of your bitch. She love a nigga, I'm rich. I'm like Harry Potter with that stick. And she love the game like Vic. I ain't talking slim, the bitch thick. Chill on me, I keep the still on me. Y'all little niggas can't keep up. The heroes, y'all niggas knees bad. Jay-Z, nigga, my bitch bad. I'm blowy, nigga, I pop tags.
All I know is hustle since the age of 6.
Okay.
And by the age 13, I was cooking bricks. I started game banging young, started hitting licks. 4 words I live by, never be a snitch. I was raised in the streets, soft weed and fifths. I hustle hard on the block, I tried to strike it rich.
Okay, I got something for you.
Yeah.
This is my talent. I do this shit cause I'm harder. I do this shit cause my father was never really a father.
Huh?
Do this shit cause my mother brought me up out the gutter. Now I carry Louis luggage. I no longer have a budget. My loose wear is out your budget just cause I know bitches love it.
Yeah.
Chopping it up. Reality speaks. It's the rock boss, ENTERTAINMENT. Man, it feels good. It's just something about prayer, you know, that just immediately gives you this positive reinforcement and this energy that you never felt before. And that's why I know for a fact that God is alive within us all, and He's all around, and that we were created to be better, because it don't feel good to be mad. It don't feel good to be in a negative environment. And when you smile and you pray and you feel good and you joyous, it's such a dramatic difference from being sad or being angry. And we need to relate to that so we can start trying to be determined to live that peaceful, joyous, heavenly life that God put us here to live, you know. So, man, this week it just really took me back, because I want to touch on double standards. You know, I did say something about that before I went into prayer, and you know, just in my prayer, is because men have double standards, but women have a lot of double standards too. And I think it's just a human emotion in an era where we dish out a lot of things that we can't take. We say things to people that we couldn't take them saying to us. We do things to people that we couldn't take them doing to us, especially in relationships. Being in love. Whoever got the most or putting in the most tend to be the aggressor, tend to be the one that's ignoring the other one's presence or whatever, to the fact that, you know, it's give from the person that's being abused, while the other person take advantage and just take. And I think it's really double standard. And one of the purest forms of double standard happened yesterday with the whole Aisha Curry going on the red table. Well, this was actually Monday. You know, she went on red table with Jada, and it was just about the basketball. Well, not really basketball, but yeah, they mainly was talking about the Curry family and the basketball wives, but just wives of celebrities and powerful men. They was having a discussion on everything from just keeping the household, them building their own stuff outside of their husbands and stuff like that. And Aisha said something about, basically they was asking her about her, how does she deal with the attention that her husband get, and vice versa. She was saying that it's been over 10 years or so since she really felt like she got some attention from other men. And it kind of rubbed me the wrong way because I hadn't seen the whole episode and knew exactly what they was touching on in the conversation. And it's crazy how in social media things spread like wildfire, and if you don't got the source and the truth behind what you're talking about, you can be misled very quickly, and things could go in a whole different direction. And I end up putting up a stat, which I should have, dug deeper before I even responded or had an opinion on what was said. And I don't fully condone it either way, but I'm going to just say it like this, that I believe marriage to be, if we become one, especially being a divorced man, that was one of my problems. I felt like my ex wanted too much attention from other men instead of desiring and only wanting the attention from me. Rather, I was around to give her enough of it or not. This is what she signed up for. So I don't believe no married person should be craving the attention of another person that's not their significant other. Under no circumstances, Why do you feel like you still gotta have it? Because if you got it, it should only be for your husband. So if he giving you attention or he saying you good, then why do you feel the need that you gotta pay attention, that you not, or you are getting attention from other men? And then if it's a whole tit for tat, well, he get attention and this and this and that, that shouldn't make you feel inferior or insecure about yourself, or you got this anxiety issue because you're not getting attention from another man, or a man not getting attention from another woman outside of their union. That's why marriage don't last, and that's why it's so messed up, because we can't communicate and relate to each other between separating physical, spiritual, and mental passion, desires for another person versus finances, sex, and all the other distractions and temptations that become issues within a union, And I just feel like for Curry to be a humble man that haven't embarrassed her by cheating or being caught in no scandals, he's making good money, he's a legendary ball player who's an icon in the world now, he's a role model, and all these good things that she claims she loves him for, that's not enough for her to never think about getting attention from another man. How much do you have to become and be willing to give of yourself if you're giving your all in a marriage, in a union, and this person still has the desire to somehow crave and want attention from somebody else. But oh, let's flip the table a little bit. Let's turn this red table thing into wood tape. And now, if it was a man, pick any celebrity. You know, Denzel, Will Smith. Let's take Will Smith for instance. If he came out and said he desired attention from a female groupie or a co-worker or anybody, man, they would have burnt him so bad, and they would still be making memes and talking about him right now and how bad of a man he is and bigging up Jada and oh, Jada's this and she's that, just because he made the statement. But we actually have women that's condoning that it's okay for a woman to know she still got it and she should still be getting attention. Then you got, you know, people that's just really supporting her in the double standard. Because if it was a man doing it, just like this whole Me Too movement, you never know if these women were groupies and had the googly eyes for these celebrities. A lot of women like to drink knowing they can't handle their drink, or like the drug knowing they can't handle their drug, but they put themselves in these positions wearing these tight revealing clothes, can't control their liquor, out of their mind. Then they wake up in the bed with this celebrity and now you regret that you got fucked last night and had the time of your life. And then to compound it and make matters worse, you got people that's out here going through these situations and not saying nothing to 20, 30 years later after these celebrities then had a whole career. They not even popping like they used to. And then, of course, the tabloids and just making up shit, which was one of the things I exposed to be the fraudulent fake shit that we go through a lot anyway. When you just making up shit to destroy somebody's character or destroy their career. You got all these women throwing their hands up. Me too, he touched me too. And without full evidence or the fact that it should be a statute of limitation on a situation that happened 20, 30 years ago, and you let this person live and get away with it all this time, what's your agenda now? Why is it important that you bring it out now? Why are you talking about it now? What are you looking to gain? Because if he was so morally wrong and he could have did this, you done gave him 30 years to do it to other people. And now all of a sudden it's important that you put a stop to it. And everybody, we live in a world where everybody wants a follower. Everybody wants somebody to ride their fucking coattail and they bandwagon just to feel better about themselves, you know? And so I really just don't feel that was cool. And for her to have really an unblemished man and make it seem like he can control the fact that he got groupies, or just because he got some groupies and people that's obsessed with him, or however bad it may get in front of you at parties or whatever, you should never want to go tit and tat with your significant other and feel like you just have to be on the same level as them in everything. It's okay for you not to get everything that he gets, not to do everything he does or be everywhere he be. And this is vice versa for women too. And it's even weaker when men do it. I'm not trying to go every fucking where my girl go. I'm not trying to be cuffed to this motherfucker 24/7. I don't feel like I can get away with everything I might allow her to get away with. And then vice versa, damn sure she ain't gonna get away with something just because I got away with it. Because what you chose to forgive me for might be too detrimental to me to forgive you. And I have that choice as an individual, as a human being, to decide on what I forgive and forget. So stop this tit for tat childish bullshit. And the double standard has to stop. Women, y'all just as sneaky, just as freaky, wanted just as bad, just as tempted, just as wicked, just as everything. So why y'all trying to embrace the equal rights and equal pay and all that? Take equal fucking responsibility and get off this double standard shit. She is a married woman to a great man. She should never get on TV and publicly embarrass him and humiliate him and his stature of being her husband while she's saying she's a reflection of him, that she want fucking attention from another man. That's just wrong. And so after actually seeing the show, I kind of didn't feel as bad because it wasn't over the top as it was being presented. And she did say that she didn't want the attention. But come on, if you speak it, you thought it before, and it's some truth to it. So you can't turn around and immediately blow it away and just say, oh, I don't want it, but no. But she was on some bullshit. And maybe it slipped out your mouth. You wasn't really thinking how detrimental that could be to your husband, who's a public figure, which you should understand all this shit is common sense. So yeah, Aisha Curry, you was wrong for that, you know. And that's what's wrong, because you're a beautiful woman. And hell, shit, if you was anywhere in my vicinity and you wasn't a married woman and I didn't have respect for stuff like that, I would be trying to get at you, you know what I'm saying? But I just don't know. How do you trust women at all if you can get, like I said, you can be the most perfect, complete, distinguished man that millions of women will line up to have you, but the one that has you still desiring attention from another person. That's just fucked up. I can't get with that, you know what I'm saying? But that's something that we're gonna continue to debate about. Y'all can drop the comments, get at me, send me a message, and we could continue to rap about it, and we could do a whole podcast show on double standards, because it goes way deeper and it ties into, the domestic disputes and conflict and all types of stuff that we going through that's destroying our community and our household. But, to stick with the basketball world, everybody watching because the clock is on now. Where's Kyrie going? I always believed that he kind of had the ego, which, being an OG now, when I was younger, I respected my elders. I didn't run away from them. I wanted to run to them. I was gravitating to them and hungry for knowledge. But the younger people today just don't seem like they give a fuck about nothing that's better than them. They want to compete against it versus riding with it, and everybody want to create their own wave. Nobody is just riding a beautiful wave that's already in motion, and that's why it's so hard to come together and make shit happen and to sustain it once it do happen, But yeah, Boston is out of here. Milwaukee basically swept them. They lost that first game, then they went and won 4 straight. So that's still a sweep in my eyes. Like, I thought the series was gonna be way better than that. But, I won't be surprised if Kyrie, leave. If he gonna team up with KD in New York or in Brooklyn, that's my man's. I really respect his game, but he do got flaws in his leadership, and he still got some growing to do. He not ready to be the elite number 1 guy that you build your championship team around. Maybe he could be number 2. Maybe he go back to the Lakers and team back up with LeBron and realize that they could have been a dynasty, for years to come. And then once LeBron passed the torch in a couple years, it's still Kyrie's team. So, and he will be more polished because he can learn from a great leader, because you can't take that away from LeBron, that he has shown great leadership qualities, But man, they doing that boy so wrong over in LA, dog. I know he wasn't dreaming that this is what he was walking into. And it's basically an organization that's just in shambles right now. They don't know who running the team. Everybody, does it sound like it's a bunch of Chiefs over there, not enough Indians, And then everybody so stuck on the personal and family shit that they can't even, get into just doing the shit that they supposed to do in business. So, they talking about maybe they might even trade LeBron, which would be sad, to see an organization give up on quote unquote the best player in the league, or ever, but like I said, it's just sad to see that he went over there and everybody immediately started talking championship and playoffs and different stuff, and it actually, from the looks of it, looks to be the worst decision he ever made in his career. So maybe even trading him, they might actually save him further embarrassment, so that's gonna be the talk of the summer too, just like it was the talk of the whole season because of LeBron. Where is he going? Is he gonna be there? Who coming? And we'll see going into next year if he poised to go back to the playoffs and back to the finals to compete for a championship or not. And I'm Laker Nation, Golden State and the Pistons is my favorite team, but historically I have loved a lot of players that came through Laker Nation, and the purple is royalty, so I definitely will always rep Magic Johnson. He from Michigan, just like me, and I love his business mind, and he overcame some great challenges to be a great role model and testimony, and I just like his humble spirit and his energy that he brings. So hopefully we get it together and the Lakers do become a force again, Man, Empire and Star. Shouts out to the writers and everybody involved with these shows, because they are great shows. They had me on the edge of my seat for the finale. I'm glad they didn't kill Dre off. I think that he's been through a lot. And if they do decide not to bring Jamal back, maybe it'll up better storylines, and they could just get off of Dre and let him become the businessman and really the heir to the throne. Kingsley killed himself, and man, Terrence Howard and Taraji though are definitely two of my favorite entertainers and actresses in the game right now. Taraji did such a great job on that final episode. She made you want to go in tears with you, and you believe that was her son, and just every moment of the scene just really took me there. And then when she told him at the last minute that she slept with Damon and Cross, now we thinking like, dang, was they just, playing around when they said that she didn't sleep with him and she really did? Because I thought she did, but then I was like, man, that was a dream, or, she pulled out at the last minute. But if she actually did it, that's crazy. But I think she just told him that, just to get him off of her, so she wouldn't have to get on the plane. And, however they work it out, it's going to be, a real good season, man. Star hurt my feelings though, like for real. I really knew that she wasn't probably gonna give up her baby, but man, they had Brandy's character so good, and I thought that was her comeback role, after being Chardonnay in the game or whatever. She was gangster, and that she defined that role. Everything that Queen Latifah touches kind of like, it takes you back to set it off. So when she in some type of drama that involves urban and hood type shit, it puts you in that thing with Set It Off, and they bought TT on the show. So it's kind of like, I know the world is still waiting for some type of element for that. And shout out to DMA Films, your director of photography. I am producing a show that kind of got that feel, along with Power, Star, Empire type. Watch out for it. Finesse Season 1 will be streamed on Roku, Amazon Prime, World Star. We hitting Phoenix theaters, Star theaters, AMC, maybe the Riviera. Gonna do the DVD game. I got a lot of different marketing schemes I'm trying to come up with, for that. Man, We'll be back though. Let's just take a break because I want to get into something else that's real deep. And if you from Michigan, you in Detroit, you in the city, you gonna want to tune in to this. We'll be right back. Chop it up. Reality Speaks.
You already know who it is, man. Young C-I-T-Y, Truth, Reigns, Santino, let's go.
Hit the center from the floor. Every day I hustle hard, 'cause that's all that I know. I'm stacking my paper, stacking my paper, stacking my paper. Every day, every day.
I hustle 24/7, 365 a year. Time is against me. My watch, no chandelier. I'm debonair. I was never here. Want it? I got it. Flight team, we'll fly there. Take a risk for bands and enjoy the ride. Stay fair. Step on my shoes, get boxed off 8 pair. Got a lot of heart, wind up in the water somewhere. Fire make this earth come together like a planeteer. Salute the captain, I planned it. Make sense, I was gon' spit fresh shit. Airway, none to blow. Here goes my card. Gambit. I'm one of those, how you move? Hamlet. Did it my way, hard-headed Hamlet. Now we young, got my ex like damn it. Fucking bad bitches, speaking different languages. Yellow, got hot bitch.
Yeah, I'm stacking my dough. Hit the center from the floor. Every day I hustle hard, 'cause that's all that I know. I'm stacking my paper, stacking my paper, stacking my paper.
I've been stacking all my paper too, man.
Every day,
It's hard.
every day.
Say you ever known truth, then you know I make big dough. Real to my mans, I get 8 and I split 4. I never think poor, I even spit with a rich flow. Only my bitches got patience, they suck till my dick grow. Say I'm cashing out cause I paid for the whole bar. Looking for a big booty bitch with no flaws. I like to suck dick with 2 hands and no bra. And if the pussy good, give it a gold star. How many people catch on to the shit that I throw off? If you asking if I feel my life good, so far. Long as you hustle hard, ball and show off. Only 2 words from my ex bitch, your loss. Hey City, remember when we started this blackout shit?
Yeah, I'm stacking my dough.
Yeah.
Hit the center from the floor. Every day I hustle hard, 'cause that's all that I know.
That's all I know. Yep, yep. That's all I know. You say, lights out, it's a blackout.
Chopping it up. Reality Speaks. The rock boss, SiegelCapone. You are tuned in to the official podcast. You get it real and raw every time, no matter what. I'm just speak from the energy in the room of the day, of the environment, you know. And like I said, if you're from Michigan, this is the Motor City. And usually what your foundation is built off of is exactly what it is. The auto industry is what makes our state the economy that it is. You know, we're known for the auto industry. So why would we not believe or be surprised that we have one of the highest average premiums on auto insurance in the whole country? But when you think about how much power and our whole foundation of our state was built off of the auto industry, to me it just makes sense, you know. But because we have high insurance rates, we have high rates of uninsured drivers as well as suspended licensed drivers on our roads, which we could get into a big old debate on if that's safe or not, or, you know, I got my feelings towards the whole licensing and permit and regulation in the state and the laws anyway. But, you know, right now they got a debate going where, you know, we got a new governor who basically campaigned her whole way into the office by attacking one of Michigan's greatest problems, which is the potholes, which drives up the insurance rates. Now, like I said, I'm good at reading between the lines, but they saying that this bill that they passed, she vetoed it the first time because it didn't lower the costs that we're paying for insurance. Big ups to Gretchen for that. But if they lowered the rates of how much it costs, they have to take out some of the quality. You get what you pay for. So cut rates, they gonna cut the care. So that's where the seesaw starts to come in. Well, how much is it gonna save us? So they saying it could save from $120 to $1,000 per year over the next 5 years, because nothing ever goes into effect immediately. You know, speaking of which, I'm trying to open 100 businesses over the next 5 years. So come on, people, let's start building for the future too. We can't just run around in the hamster wheel every single day thinking about, damn, we just on this wheel today. God is gonna bless us with many years to come, so let's invest and prepare for them wisely. Now, cut costs, cut care. So over the next 5 years, I might be paying $120 cheaper, up to $1,000 cheaper. So savings is savings, good. But how much of the care am I losing? How many insured drivers that say you paying $300 a month now in insurance, you might be paying $200, $180 in 2025. But the cost of everything else then went up by then. So are you really gonna notice the difference? Does it really matter? I don't really feel like it's up for debate, because as long as we're iconically and historically connected to the auto industry, which is a thriving business that drives our whole state, our insurance rates will continue to be high, and one of the highest in our country. So them taking pennies away but cutting all this care, that's something to think about. If you go from having unlimited medical coverage or liabilities on your policy and cross over to, say, the lower bracket coverage, which costs, like I said, that $180 a month versus the $300 a month. Now we get to choose different levels of our coverage, and now it's the ping pong balls. The odds are I might not even get in an accident in the next 5 years of my coverage. But damn, what if I do? Now my medical and financial liabilities are in jeopardy because I chose to try to save $1. Because everybody wants to spend lower on the services that they looking for. And that's why we should be fighting for financial freedom, where it don't matter how much it costs. I want the best, or I want what I want when I want it. And that's what being comfortable is, because it's not about being frivolous or none of that, but I just feel like we shouldn't be stressing over how much care we deserve for the quality of our life based on the dollar of how much it costs. Because I want the best care, I want the best love, I want the highest joy, I want all of the knowledge. That's just me personally, but you know. So we're gonna see if the governor, first of all, if she approved the bill to push it through. And if it do go through, we'll have lower insurance, which, you know, it's a good thing. When you just think about it on the surface of that, everybody's saying, oh yeah, my insurance is lower. You know, we from the land of the scams and hookups, so you can always find stuff cheaper out here. But you always have to weigh it against the quality of what you're paying for it too. So that's just something that I think, you know, y'all want to look into. I don't have a vehicle right now, so I'm not worried about insurance. And 9 times out of 10, by the time I get my next one, I won't be in Michigan. But I really believe that it will remain one of the highest places for insurance rates, period. You know, no matter what they do. And the roads will also remain messed up too, because we got such unpredictable seesaw weather. It tears the rocks up. It tears everything up. It wears quicker. Our cars is less value. Everything. Go somewhere where it's never salt and snow, and your car will never rust, and it'll run at least 5 to 8 more years longer. You know what I'm saying? With quality TLC put in it. You know. But we'll be back. Chop it up. Reality Speaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, behave, groovy baby.
Makes hits.
They just keep watching my grow. 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 The way I walk, groovy. The way I talk, groovy. A trap jumping, groovy. Diamonds dripping, groovy. They just keep watching my grow. 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 The way I walk, groovy. The way I talk, groovy. A trap jumping, groovy. Diamonds dripping, groovy. Shopping sprees off a walkthrough. Fuck your gang, got my own crew. Posse over all you. I undercut, call it all you. I ain't really just a trapper. I ain't really not a rapper. These niggas just some actors. Bitches do anything for a reaction. I run it up, no caption. Stick on me about that action. Never had to be an info. I ain't never need a handout. Stand out like a nut stain. Broke bitch changing mind frame. We the ones that's never gon' change. I talk money, got my own slang. They just be watching my groove. Whole team keep it two. Whole team do the fool. We ain't nothing like you. You would think I'm from the winning city. Got your boo wanna taste fast. Make her spend all this money up, and he ain't even get a taste yet. They just keep watching my grow. 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 The way I walk, groovy. The way I talk, groovy. A trap jumping, groovy. Diamonds dripping, groovy. They just keep watching my grow. 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 The way I walk, groovy. The way I talk, groovy. A trap jumping, groovy. Diamonds dripping, groovy.
It's blood on the bottom of all of my sneakers. Look like I went purging on shoes. I'm back in my zone, getting rich off the phones. It ain't no disturbing my groove. I know that they want me to lose. I still get the birds by the twos. And I ain't talking about no undercover feds when I was serving them blues. Nina Waholic, I can't even call it, and nigga, I still can't. Nina Waholic, I'm known on the west side for cubbing and real drink. Nina Waholic, my flow is retarded, I might need some Adderall. Nina Waholic, I'm ballin', the coach told me don't even pass the ball. 3 zones, still trapping up 2, 3 phones. Tryna stack up that loosely. Homes, till my chain cost 2, 3 homes. Put my dogs like 2, 3 bones, cause they know that they ready to eat. So when there be problems, they know how to stop it. They come through spaghetti to beef. Sheesh. I got layers of sauce. It look like I'm cooking lasagna. And you can play like you a boss, but trust me, it's easy to failure. European they ain't seen these. Bitches keep watching my shows. I'm on the fast break for that fast cake. They just keep clocking my moves.
They just keep watching my grow. 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 The way I walk, groovy. The way I talk, groovy. A trap jumping, groovy. Diamonds dripping, groovy. They just keep watching my grow. They just keep watching my grow. They just keep watching my grow. They just keep watching my groove. The way I walk, groovy. The way I talk, groovy. A trap jumping, groovy. Diamonds dripping, groovy. They just keep watching my grow. 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 They just keep watching my grow.
Chop, 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 chopping it up. Reality Speaks. It's your boy, Rock Boss, Mayor of Moguls, SiegelCapone. We in for my favorite segment, which is exposing the fraudulent. And this is the place where I just kind of get my little rant and rave on about the shit I don't like, you know? So make sure y'all always remember that. It's just like how Facebook say what's on your mind. I can write a status about what's on my mind, what I'm thinking about at the time, what I'm doing, whatever. My opinion, my feelings, my thoughts. So this is me exposing the fake shit towards me or my principles, morals, values, and just shit that I don't like. I can't stand the uncommitted motherfucker. Cause like I said, what's the point of getting in a marriage if you still desire other people? But you still believe that that's what marriage is, the union of two becoming one and forsaking and basically blocking out anybody else from coming in between them, no matter what the issue is, you know. But, you know, it can be a commitment for anything. That's why people breach contracts. You know, that's why I'm like, is they crazy? How did this even become a story? The Lakers might actually trade LeBron, because regardless to if Magic was the one that basically got him hired, you're still the owner, so you still committed to paying him because you're the one that writes the checks. So after one bad year that you can't even blame on him, just everything that could possibly go wrong is what went wrong. Now you're not as committed to this man, or like I said, if you desire attention from other people, then how are you totally committed to him? But look at his stat sheet. He checking off boxes of quality shit. And it just reminded me of that Prince line. He said, maybe I'm just like my mother. She never fucking satisfied. Why is women so hard to please? Because we not hard to please. At least I know I'm not, you know. I'm a real simple but thorough man. And if I commit to something, my word is what stands the test of time. I've never really quit anything. If I learned how to do it, had an interest in it, loved it, whatever, it's a piece of me that will always be attached to that. And unless you just totally ran me away, I don't surrender. I don't give up. You know, you gotta literally break me off of you. So that's why I'm acquiring all these skills, and I'm like an octopus that can do so many different things, not just because I learned how to do them, but I got attached to them to where I'm committed to becoming this model exec. I'm committed to being a recording artist. I'm committed to being a filmmaker, a graphic designer, a web designer, a masseuse, you know, everything that I do, I'm committed to it. I'm committed to being a father. I'm committed to being a leader. I'm committed to being a strong, educated black man who ain't afraid to stand on his principles and tell the world what the fuck is on my mind and the shit that I don't like about people or the world, you know? So I think that's what makes you real, or in my words, 300, because 100 ain't good enough no more. You gotta be all the way in. I'ma give you all, or I'm not gonna give you none. That's how I feel when it comes to committing your time that you can't get back to other people, to business, to anything. Why even sign up for it if you knew you couldn't handle it? Or once you get in it, you should have knew it was gonna be tests and challenges. You can't sit and cry about shit. You gotta face that shit, take it on the chin, blow it out, and keep moving. All that ties in, because when you tell somebody you're gonna do something, they start making plans around that. They somewhat give you trust and faith that they can depend on you. And that's what in turns back to your credibility on, are you dependable or reliable or not? Because if you got a worker spirit, you still gotta be reliable. If you got a boss spirit, you still gotta be reliable, because you got a whole bunch of motherfuckers relying on you. I'm doing my work. I'ma always be reliable. I'm working. Every single day of my life I work. Almost 24 hours a day of my life. If I ain't sleep. If I'm woke, my brain is working on something. And I'm committed to that. So if I say I'ma do it, I'ma get it done, no matter how long it takes. 100 businesses in 5, could be 10. But damn, ain't that still good? He opened basically 10 businesses a year. Or I could do basically 20 a year. It just all depends on how it goes, because I'm committed. If I find those who committed with me, watch how we take off, you know? all the other shit that people can say is just the excuses that we don't need no more. Let's make moves, not excuses. Cause you gon' wake up tired, you gon' be broke, you gon' not feel like it, you gon' not believe, you gon' be skeptical, you gon' be tested, you gon' be ridiculed, you know, people gon' doubt you, people gon' hurt you, you gon' have spur of the moment, unforeseen, unfortunate events that's gonna happen. You gotta be prepared for this shit and still be able to move forward. Cause only when you stop is when you die. Death means stop. As long as you can move, you can progress out of a relationship, out of an environment, out of your own thoughts, your own understanding. Cause you should be trying to go into God's understanding. Whether you believe God to be somewhere out in a galaxy somewhere, he within you, he alive around you, whatever. It's a higher power that keeps you functioning for a purpose. Breathe air and take it in, which is taken from other people who could be breathing it in if you're not using it for quality purpose. So don't waste your time. Quit making excuses. Motivate yourself if you have to, or get motivated by people like me. Tune in, stay on this journey, because I'm growing already. I'm getting more confident, more comfortable, more focused, more determined, more committed to being a chain of cause. I want to deliver the message. This is what God told me to do. So I appreciate y'all. Chop it up. Reality Speaks. Be back.
Oh man, this fool Tay on the beat.
Eastside when they train my nigga, to the whole squad, man, you know. I'm on the paper chase, paper chase. I'm on the paper chase, paper, count that bread. Paper chase, paper, stack that bread. Paper chase, paper. I'm trying to test them C notes. Smoke come from the money sub-zero. You don't know what I seen. You don't know what I'm here for. I got my gun on my side like Bonnie and Clyde. Stay on the job. 9 to 5. Roller coaster ride. We always getting high. Part of your man just for one night. I might do you wrong, but the money do you right. Get the poppin' ass on the handstand. I beat it up and make a bandstand. Celebrate it overnight. Twist I might. Puff on the kush, I smoke and dro. Shit, I don't know as far as my night go. I'ma be the man that's riding slow-mo in a brand new coupe. Roof gone, two-tone, getting cake. Making money like every day, I'm just moving weight. Mike Epps rocking ice cubes on Friday. If you a hater, then back up off me and wake up to the money like Coach Coffee. Ghost ride the whips, ghost ride the dick. Automatic with the tongue, shit on switch, and I'm touching the funds like I'm Orion. Blue collar, bitch, we get it done. I hit it once, I passed it on. We both came and it was just for fun. Fair exchange, no robbery. 68, I owe you one. Like brother Malcolm, I'm the man to be. I put on the show, this what you came to see. Like trying, I leave a legacy. It'll never be a nigga overstepping me.
Like trying, I leave a legacy. It'll never be a nigga overstepping me.
I'm on the paper chase. Paper chase. I'm on the paper chase. Paper, count that bread. Paper chase. Paper, stack that bread. Paper chase. Paper. I'm on the paper chase. Paper chase. I'm on the paper chase. Paper, count that bread. Paper chase. Paper, stack that bread. Paper chase. Paper.
Chopping it up. It's the rock boss, SiegelCapone. We back. Now we're gonna get into today's topic, which, flows off of where I was at anyway. Is, man, we gotta get to ownership, because these laws at times, they just so out balanced, and it's only about to get worse. It's gonna be terrible when we can't get food and we can't do all these things that we've been trained to be accustomed to having to do in life. When things start going wrong, because the economy and the way the world is headed is for self-destruction, and it ain't enough of us that's even strong enough or built for the jungle to even fight no more. And I remember being that 5-year-old kid watching TV and looking behind the scenes, reading the newspaper so I can know what was going on in the world versus just what was going on in my house or in school. I always wondered what it was like to be the owner of something, because that's the only thing that nobody can take from you, is what you own. I mean, even though people do destroy things that you own too, but when it comes to finances, you have to own your own job, which is a career. You have to own your finances, own your bills. To own it means you got it for real. Having it ain't, oh, I gotta put in 40 hours this week just to make it. Having it is being able to say, if for the next 3 years I never work again, I'ma still be good. Everything gonna still be good. I ain't gonna go from eating steak and shrimp to ramen noodles. I'ma still be eating steak and shrimp. And might even throw some lobster and shit on top of it too. Because why do I gotta wait every 2 weeks or at the end of every week to get paid if I'm working every day? If I'm working every day, I'm getting paid every day. That's just how I feel. Cause what if I die before Friday and my paycheck can't even be cash no more to even go to my kids or nothing? Hell no. My kids and they kids gotta have their name on something. I want my eulogy to be read that I gave my kids something to cherish me for, to keep me alive through it, a legacy or something. So when I found out that it's 95% people that's just trained and educated and working for somebody else, and only 5% of the people in the world made up all the wealth because they're the bosses that owns these corporations and these companies that we go and patronize and spend and give business to every fucking single day of our life, it instantly clicked to me and said, I want to be on the 5% side. I want to beat the odds. Why be the norm? Why be like everybody else who bodies ran down, minds ran down, and pockets still empty? When if I'm gonna have a ran down mind, body, and an empty pocket, like I said, I'm still going to work every day, but I'm getting paid every day, or I'm investing in me for something that I own, that I can give to my kids, and they can continue after I'm dead and gone, or I could give to somebody else. We gotta find a way to balance this out. Where it could at least be, can we get to 80%, 80-20, 70-30, 30% business owners and people that own ownership, which is thriving the economy. More people happier because they found a way to be financially free, and they spending more time with their kids, and they own themselves too. So to me, it just sounds like that would make the world better. Since everybody don't have a choice but to be addicted and obsessed with money in some type of way, that you willing to trade your time of the only life that you got on earth for it. You willing to die for it, kill for it, steal for it, manipulate, fuck. Whatever you willing to do for this money that you consider work or whatever, then own it, Make it work for you. Let it be a stepping stone. If you got a job, don't go get 2 jobs. Use some of that money to invest in a side hustle. To go get a LLC costs $100 tops, and you can open a business and start investing in it. See what your equipment is. Go to school, get certified, do something versus continuing pouring your hard-earned time, God-favored time into somebody else's business, somebody else's corporation that you can never have stock and ownership of. Because now, if I work for you for 5 years and I can grow in your company and become a part owner, give me 15% stake in this company in 5 years, and I'll bust my motherfucking ass for you. But if I'm gonna be the same worker that compares to the dime a dozen motherfuckers filling out applications every day, and I could be fired whenever I'm not doing what's on your time, I can't put my all into that. And my time is the most important thing that I have in life. Because that's what defines my life. It's how much time do we got? Do you got 10 more years? 20 years? Or do you got 24 hours? 4 hours? A minute? I'm not trading my time. That's slavery. It's not worth it. Y'all better start doing a self-budget and inventory on yourself. Remember, that's a key word, self-inventory. Check yourself before you go outside. Because if you don't understand the slavery of bills versus income, the cost of living versus how much everything costs, and what they paying you every day in a paycheck, is crazy when it's taxed and deducted before it even get to you. And we kind of do it ourselves as business owners when we take discounts and put things on clearance and things on sale, hook people up. It's the same. We taxing ourselves. We deducting from ourselves. I want to get to the point where all my clients pay me full price, and if I go up $10 tonight, they still gonna pay it. Cause think of Newports. Man, they got an incredible product that they don't care how much they tax, what they do to it. People still gonna go buy them a pack of Newports. And they ain't gonna never go in there and say, oh, it was $7.26 last week. Now it's $8.30. Can I still get it for $7.50? No, they gonna pay that motherfucker $8.30. Or these Arabs gonna kick your ass out their stove. They don't care. But they own that stuff. That's why you see they sons in there 12, 9 years old working behind the counter. Because they can will it and give it to their kids and do what they want to do with it. Because they own it. And that don't make us want to be able to say, my son, come on, you coming to work with daddy today. And can't nobody tell. I be telling my models, bring your kids with you. Because whatever happened to this whole you can't work around your kids thing, I just don't understand that. But, you know, all of it counts because jobs is being created from our need and lack of ownership, you know. We don't own up to certain obligations and responsibilities, so now we paying daycare, or we don't feel like we can take a bus no more, so we paying these high gas prices, and our whole life is revolving through phones or through cars. And, you know, people ain't even budgeting weekly how much it even costs to commute to and from work. Because if it costs me $50 a day to get to and from work in a Lyft or Uber, or paying somebody to take me and pick me up, and I'm making $10 an hour, I'm working 8 hours. So you do the math. $80 gross, but after taxes, that 80 gonna turn to like $64. So if I spent 50 of it just to get to work, my wear and tear on my time and my body was only worth $14? Hell no. Maybe it's just me. And I think on a whole nother level, I'm worth more than that. I'm sorry. So if everything don't check the box, I'm not going to work for nobody else where I gotta pay to get there. Pay daycare. People paying $200 a week to watch their kids so they can go to work. So $200 a week, $50 a day to get there. By the time you pay daycare and pay your fucking ride, you in debt. But people be blindsided when they see that check. Oh, you get $1,500 every 2 weeks, or some motherfuckers getting $1,200 a week, and they still broke. Give me $1,200 a week doing anything, and I bet you I'll never be broke again. Cause I'm gonna make that $1,200 turn to like $12,000 because I'm all about the flip. I'm like the slot machine. I'm gonna line that fruit up some type of way. I'm gonna keep pulling that motherfucker till the fruit line up, and I'm gonna hit the jackpot. And I'm gonna double, triple, quadruple up. But I wonder how many people really think about that. After you pay daycare and your transportation to work, and they tax every dollar that you make and earn for the day, how much of your money did you make? You might as well go get an ounce right now. Go get a zip and flip that bitch and get $20 profit and re-up and start again. Because you basically working for crumbs. When I can make somebody's whole paycheck in one phone call. My phone can ring right now and I can have a whole paycheck. I'm just being humble about it, but I've invested and put blood, sweat, and tears in working for myself to get to this point, and being humble and favored and honored in God for allowing my service and quality to be good enough that people would pay in quantity. Cause I don't even feel like my phone should ring if it ain't at least $100. Don't even call my phone. I'm talking hundreds and up to even be in the conversation of doing work with me. 100 businesses in 5 years can help you earn so much money with me. If we give me 10 of me right now, and I bet you we could see $1 million before this year is over if everybody working the formula. I don't know how much more we have to break it down, give it to you in a podcast, be mad, debating, going to war and conflict every day of trying to get people to open their minds and their ears, close their mouths sometimes, listen, follow instructions and the formulas that's been here since day one that you might have overlooked. The person that's willing to stand on the principles to break this shit down so we can start rebelling against it and changing it, because it's just spreading like a plague to our kids. And the slavery that started off as physical abuse and being locked up, held against our will, is now free for all slavery, brainwashing that we ain't even fighting no more. So we ain't even gotta be chained up. We've accepted these impossible ass conditions because of money, bills, and income that we need to start balancing them out, like I said, so we can at least, can we get to 30% ownership? Because that's what I do. I'm 300. 3 is a magic number. Come fuck with me and you get 30% commission on anything. And that's gravy. Because it ain't too many companies out here that'll give you 30%. And that makes a hell of a difference. Go do the math, trust me. But if we not using our jobs as stepping stones to own our own businesses, which can employ other people to take that walk, and stepping stone to owning a business, which is making the community grow faster and more rapidly, and like I said, leading us back to peace and joy instead of this war and bullshit every day. Every man for himself individuality is only leading to another casualty. And to me, I just think that side sounds better. For the world, that sounds better, because this system right now is just not working. Look how many people on that side that's struggling, and we got a small percentage of people that's successful, and we content with that. You content with not being successful on a world scale, where you really can say you cared and raised your kids? Because if you at work, especially doing 2 jobs, 16-hour shifts, 12, 14-hour shifts, where's your time for your kids? You ain't affecting the population and helping educate nothing if you at work breaking your back, trading your time for minimum wage, medium wage. I want all wage. And I'm telling you, I can pump anybody to become an owner, because whatever it is that you love to do in today's world, you can turn it into something that you earn.
They be talking about this, but you know I got it. I don't usually say that, cause I flaunt it. Talking about this and that, but you know I got it. I don't usually say that, cause I flaunt it. In real life. This and that, cause you know I got it. I can just wake a bitch up with
with my closet. Smack your nigga with one thing, keep walking. Cause my goons is paid off, no deposit. Put your money where your mouth is and roll up that good shit and quit talking. I stay high as fuck like a falcon. Wanna know about MJ the Great? I stay counting all big zeros. Yes, I'm your bitch hero. Maybe I'm selling, so your chances slim to zero. What I spend on food, niggas hustle for years though. Why would I ever never not keep it for real though? For real though. They be talking about this and that, but you know I got it. I don't usually say that, cause I flaunt it. Talking about this and that, but you know I got it. I don't usually say that, cause I flaunt it. In real life, in real life. Y'all better listen to my mama when she told you niggas I'm the hottest. Although while I try to remain modest, but it's hard when you meet this, I promise. I hate liars, so let's just be honest. You don't got it like that, laugh out loudly. I stay watching the world stacking quietly, and they mad for what I'm done talking. Hit them with that this and that, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Light your lighters, the truth of liars. Kush heaven, take me high as a choir. I require you to keep the shit spinning like Rucci tires. I'm Gucci. Besides that, on some Kevin Gates, I ain't tired yet. Talk is wet, I'm a vet. Been going from wrist to neck, go photos, screw that. Snapbacks, I collect fittings. For vision, check at least 7 digits. Talk about living that I did it. If I had a penny for bullshit, it'll be $250,000. Don't get caught up in your feelings over who the illest. When you know the realest, take a second. You feel it? I usually be where I say I be. That way you can slide through and say whatever you want to say to me. Nah, let's compare me to you. You see things I'm seeing through. You want shit, I did whatever I needed to. The saber-tooth gotta be live. You down to me, right? You should honor me. I'm obviously why niggas trying to reply. Not the same as I love.
You know I got it. I don't usually say that, cause I flaunt it. Talking about this and that, but you know I got it. Say that, cause I flaunt it in real life, in real life.
Chop, chop, chop it up. Reality speaks. It's the Rock Boss Bully back up in here. And for those that's honored, inspired, just feeling doing something different, thinking on a larger, different scale, all you gotta do is hit me up. Donate a little bit. Accept PayPal, Cash App, and I'm bringing entertainment back together again. You know, music, movies, models, it all go together. And as I will continue to state, I'm a strong king that ain't afraid to stand beside, behind, or in front of beautiful, strong women who inspired to be sexy but sophisticated and open these doors that I know I can't just open and get in myself. But once I get in there, my energy will change atmospheres. My knowledge and my business mind will close a deal and help us progress. And I'm a great product, a great brand, a great spirit, a great heart to stand with and conquer. You know, we the creme de la creme, we the elite. We was blessed, highly favored, and I'm a thrill seeker who want to bring great energy and allow this real love to continue to make me the best version of myself as I give it in return. You know, all I want to do is keep motivating and inspiring us to wake up and use our time wisely. Like I said, we not just living for today, we planning for tomorrow. We not expecting nothing, so we get up and we do what we can do. Once you do your self-inventory and you present the best version of yourself, once you out with other people, that energy starts to grow and then change happens. We don't want money to be the slavery and the trap no more. We supposed to use money, and money's supposed to work for you to improve the quality of your life. And if we become financially free through ownership, through community, through network, through passion and working by doing the things we love to do, we give better quality service, and in return, we become better people. And that ownership allows us to pay more attention to the things we need to pay attention to. That's for men, women, and children. We can't have double standards in this life and such an imbalance and lopsided medium. You know, like we gotta find a balance to life, and those are the keys. Balance. Nothing in this world should motivate you more than that. When you level and you balance, you cool. You kick back, you chill. You don't need to be way up, or you definitely can't be way under. Because when you just at rock bottom, that's all you do. You feel defeated, and that's a dangerous zone to have a mental and spiritual energy within yourself to be in a place like that. So we want to try to shine from within and keep it bright. Stay under the lights, stay living, stay progressing, stay growing, stay tuned. Keep watching Finesse, DMA Films, Empress Models, Czars Entertainment. I am your host, the Rock Boss, SiegelCapone, Mayor of Moguls. This is Chop It Up, Reality Speaks podcast every Thursday. We here. Let's get it. 300.